I'm going to talk about Arabic, but before that, Ais Kulne. Ais Kulne. I want to always nay. I want to always be nay. Let's think about that for a second. Ais Kul Sane is kind of how you'd say it. Like, I always cool sad to be. I always. But if you want to say want, I guess you could say I always want sane. But no, it wouldn't. It would say eyes. No, eyes is the want part. On the eyes. Eyes. I don't know why it's always Anna for me, but I don't. Everyone's gonna. It's hard to not say Anna eyes. It's eyes, but I think it's just ice. That is the word in Greek for shame. And clearly it does mean, it feels like it means shame, but I'm pretty sure that guy knows that it can mean bashfulness for sure. Because the translator that used bashfulness was like a million years ago, like in the 1800s. I promise it can mean shame though also though. But I always nays, like I'm always just nay. Like I'm always, like I'm a no person, like a no, I don't want to do anything. Like it's just like everything's shitty. So I think we're actually going to keep Eros for erotic love. And that sounds good to me. I was thinking about the words filial piety, because fil e o all. I don't know what all is, but I think that it has to do with family, clearly because of all the filial things. Because we have paternal, maternal, fraternal, filial. I think filial is like the general family, because we don't have familial. But remember we were saying pi is attractive, so it's my attractive family is what it feels like, because filial might actually be the word for family, like in our language completely. Like but no, it's not, because it's ama. Filial has to do with like descendants, like because it's like in Chinese literature, it's like how you relate to your parents and stuff, like how the family should be ordered. And like it is like clearly about like how to make sure your family is attractive, and it has to do with like respect for the male figure at the top, especially, but also for older people. You can read the Analects of Confucius if you want to know about it. Like, but it might not translate very well. I think a lot of things don't translate well. Okay, so homatam fein, like the restaurant is where, because there is no is, and there is a the, because you would say a matam fein. Like you wouldn't just say matam fein, you would say a matam fein. Like, so that's like, you can put a definite article in front of it before you ask a question, but like fein is something they wouldn't say in regular Arabic. They would say Wayne, but it's fein. Homatam bayit. Okay, the restaurant is attractive. I would say is pie in my language. I was trying to figure out words, because I was trying to figure out piety. That's not like what it would be. It'd be like the restaurant is attractive would be homatam pie. Like the restaurant is pie, like it's hot, like it's very attractive. But like, I mean, you can attract someone, like, I don't know, like there are a lot of words that are going to persist. On the bottom, there's Amriki, which is American, like Ana Amriki, I'm American. And then there's Al-Jama'a Amerikaya, which is the University Amerikaya, which is American. And they're using Amerikaya in that sense. Which it might make it of, but I don't know if they don't have an of. So like we can't have like direct translations, and like they use a car is called an arabeya, like a car. So like there are lots of words for car, and I think it's car probably because we invented the car. But arabeya is like how they say car, and like but it's an arabeya. But then you'll hear like al Arabiya, like you'll like everything's al Arabiya, like, and so like it's very confusing, I think. All right, so we're moving on to the word that I probably have not actually written a dot above, which is Khinafa, I think. No, it's not. That's a cough. Khina. I think the problem with Arabic is that you'll never remember all your dots, like with written Arabic, because like you have to write all of it first, and then you have to add the dots, and you'll always miss a dot or something. Okay, actually, to fight is it khani, it khanik. If it sounds like to me, it khanik, because neek is, what did we decide about neek? It's unique. It was neek. All right, so, but a fight is a khina, and it's not. We got to figure out what kin is, but didn't we decide that kin is probably like a very good thing, like kin is your family? And I think like, because like if everyone's seen Barbie, I haven't seen Barbie, you guys can decide, like, is Ken a good thing? Like, is he a good guy? Like he sings and stuff, right? You probably like Ken. That's why I'm guessing, like, I think your sentiment for Ken is its family. And so, yeah. All right. So I don't know if Sen is going to be what industry is, because like, I don't know Arabic enough, but, Senia, is like industry, and like, I like feel like that's a word that might be like used more widely than I realize, because we don't use industry, but you can be industrious, like you can be very good at business. Like, industry is business, but it's big business, for us. Yeah. So that's going to be an issue. Nuff said, what does nuff said mean? Knowledge was said. And cause but nuff, if you're talking about al nuff, it's the same. Like it's al nuff. Which leads me to my final point I wanted to get to, which is ab, because there's gub and there's ab, and it's like a very common word in Arabic, and like it's prettier sounding than heart, and ab sounds like what it is, the word for heart, and it's going to be a very commonly used word, abti, my heart, abtik. I think it might be Abtik, but Abtuk. I think it's Abtuk. Like, I think you just have to say your heart in that way. Like, because I don't think we're going to do tick. Because I want to have tick be distinct when we're doing, like, albit. Albit. Yeah, because, like, then you're not going to use a T for them. All right, very important words in Arab art. Yeah, that's all right. So that's all I'm talking about. Is Arabic right now, and I think Arabiya is going to be difficult for me, because like adding everything as aya instead of in, like a Medicaean is a Medicaea is what we are, like what I am right now. I'm a Medicaea, but if I go and live in Philistina, it'd be Philistina, which works perfect. Like that's what its name is right now, Philistina, and I can't figure it out because I haven't figured out Arabic enough apparently. And the Philistini are what they call the Palestinians. So the Palestinians would be the Philistina, and what would and then like what would Palestine be called? Like, would it be called whatever we decide it's called? Yeah, it's whatever we decide it's called. Which it could be Philistine, but it could be whatever we call it, Phil or whatever. Like, I mean, but I prefer longer words for like titles of places that aren't so commonly used. Like, I mean, you think you're going to use like pig all the time, you'll never use pig. And like, you think you're going to use like, but you will use dog that much. And like, but like, what word are you not going to use that much is always my question. Like when I'm like really thinking about developing this language and saying like, this is a compression language, this is an easy language. Like, I don't have to like memorize like full German sentences to start to get German. Like, that's what I did. Like, I memorized so many words, like the entire, like, I memorized the like Egyptian Arabic language in German, and then I like memorized full sentences. And that's what I can do, is like do full sentences. Like, ich möchte gern cafe. Like, I would like to order get a cafe, but apparently gern is something you'll never understand.